Hey guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me video featuring the Tarte Tartelette palette. I recently bought this for my birthday with a Sephora gift card that my fiance got for me, and I have been so excited to use this, but I have not had a chance to even dip a brush into this palette since my birthday, which was July 8th, so it's been about almost a month now since I have had this, and I have not had a chance to use it, so I am so excited to use it. This is what it looks like if you guys aren't familiar, but I'm sure that a lot of you are. Also, I am assuming this is going to be somewhat of a rambling vent session as well, just because I have a lot of things that I need to get off of my chest. So if that is something you guys are interested in terms of the Tartelette palette, you can watch for that. If you are someone who likes to hear me ramble or talk about my life, then you can also stay for that purpose. But if you like both of them, then this is the video for you. So let's do this thing. I am just using the Vino SPF moisturizer that I always use. I kind of go back and forth between this and my simple one, but this is the one I'm using today because it is really hot and sunny outside, and this has a stronger SPF. But anyways, so I originally wanted the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette, which is the newer version of the palette. I thought originally that because it was, Tarte Tartelette in Bloom, that it would be like very florally colors, and that's kind of what I'm into. I feel like personally the pinker shades of eyeshadow are more flattering on me, so I've really been into those lately, and that's what I thought the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette would have. I feel so weird saying that over and over again. Tarte Tartelette, am I even saying it right? I don't know. But anyways, so I was so into that, or so I thought, and so I watched a ton of videos on YouTube, of course. And I watched so many just about like swatches of the palette and what colors they were, like tutorials, comparisons, all that good stuff about the In Bloom palette. And from the videos I saw, I'm just using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. I'm just combing this through my eyebrows. So like I said, I thought that that was going to be the palette for me. Why is it hard to talk while doing this? I'm just going to speed through this part. I have been loving the Gimme Brow. It is just so easy to use. There aren't any like super specific things you have to do with this. You just kind of comb it through your eyebrows and you're good, So this is what I use from day to day. It's just really easy to put on real fast in the morning when I'm wanting to get to work or whatever it is I'm doing. So I've been loving using this. And then if I want like a more structured eyebrow as well, I will put this through first and then use my eyebrow pencil to kind of define the edges or the end of my brow, whatever I'm feeling that day. So anyways, I watched all these videos about the In Bloom palette, and let me just say, I think I got the wrong impression about the In Bloom palette, because when I actually went to Sephora, the palette looked so much different in person. Well, I guess not so much different, but the tone of the palette looks a lot different in person as compared to the videos that I watched. I am just using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I am not going to be repurchasing this because, one, I just don't really like it that much, but also because I am now perfectly aware that L'Oreal tests on animals, and I'm trying my best to stay away from brands that do animal testing or endorse. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You guys understand. But anyways, I will not be repurchasing this. So I'm just going to define the edges of my eyebrows real quick. So from the videos I watched, I thought that the In Bloom palette was going to be very pinky and kind of florally and pretty. But in person, it's definitely more warm toned than I originally thought. So there was really only like one pinky shade in that palette. The rest were kind of like earthy reddish tones, and there's like a few dark shades. There's like a dark brown, a black, and then like a medium brown, and then a reddish shade, and then some like flesh tone colors. But other than that, there was only like one pinky shade, and that's not what I really wanted. And so then I thought, well, this isn't what I thought. Maybe I'll just open up the original Tartelette palette. And so I opened it up, and I was like, wow, this is actually what I was going for. It has more pinky shades in it and more purpley shades, which I'm not like a person who wears straight purple eyeshadow or anything, but I just like that tone on my skin tone. I think it looks flattering for me personally. I'm not so much into the warm toned eyeshadows, but I will get into that later. I will show you guys the palette when I start using it, but yeah, so I ended up getting the original Tartelette palette, and I am really excited to use it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I don't know if you guys can even see what I'm showing you, but they are just so pretty. Oh my god. I'm like in love. But anyway, so I'm gonna quit talking about that. I'll get more into it, I guess, when I actually start using the palette. But so yeah, my life lately. Oh god. So I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer over my eyelids to prime for eyeshadow. I have had some things going on in my life recently. If you guys have seen my more recent videos, I touch base on that a little bit because honestly I've just been apologizing and apologizing and apologizing because my videos have not been as consistent. I still put up videos every week, and that's not so hard for me, but if you know me at all, I like to do things a certain way, and I just like to have everything not necessarily perfect, but up to my standards, and I just like to do everything to the best of my ability, and I feel like I have not had a chance to do that lately with everything going on in terms of my YouTube channel. I am quite pleased though because I have been gaining subscribers still, and obviously that's not what it's about, but maybe I guess that's just reassuring to me that even though I don't think I am doing my channel justice right now, it's still being received somewhat well, so I guess that's reassuring. But if you guys have seen my more recent videos, I tell you how I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me powder over that concealer on a Real Techniques domed brush. But I don't know why it's hard for me to do makeup and talk at the same time. I don't know how people do this. Okay, so if you guys have seen my other video, I'm not sure which one it is, I tell you that I had this one job and I ended up getting a new job. So I started working at this new job this past Sunday. It is Wednesday now. So I had my first day on Sunday, and then I worked Monday and Tuesday. And I don't want to be too specific so as to protect the privacy of the business itself and the person that owns it. But I will give you guys a little bit of the basics. So working at this new job, I already know right now it's not going to work out. It is definitely not going to work. This may seem kind of dramatic, but it has been one of the worst experiences I have ever had. Not even just in terms of the workplace or a job or anything like that, but just in general. I've only been there for 3 days and it has been hell, to put it simply. There are just a lot of things that I am uncomfortable with there, and a lot of things that I don't think are okay, and I have just been miserable these past few days. And I know it's just been a few days and people might say, oh, well, you're not giving it a chance or whatever. No. I know right now, without even having worked there a week, that it is just not for me. And it was so bad that I was scared to go to work the next day, and I was pretty much almost in tears at this place for like the entire day. And that is just not something I need in my life right now, obviously. And it is not something that I can put up with everything else going on. So I am not going to be working there. However, the other job that I originally wanted for the summer, it seems that even though that didn't work out a couple months ago, it might work out again for me now. So at least I have that as a backup, and I never actually quit my original job, so I still have that to fall back on as well. But if you can tell, the reason why I'm trying to get a different job is because I also don't like that one. But anyways, I know what you're probably thinking, work is work, it's not supposed to be fun, and I completely agree with that, but it's not that it was work. I would love to do work. It makes me feel productive, I feel like I'm being helpful, and it feels like, I don't know, I'm just being a strong, independent woman who is, you know, making a living for herself. Not necessarily a living, but it just makes me feel good to do work, so that's not the issue. It's just, it has not been going well in that department, and honestly, if I could choose, I would just be doing YouTube right now. I would be devoting all of my time to this, or a majority of my time to this, to really get my channel up off the ground, and that's what I would love to be doing right now. But I need to be supporting my fiance in the running of our lives and the apartment that we live in, so I have to work to some degree. But anyways, I'm rambling. I'm going to start using this palette. I don't even know where to begin. What should I do? I am going to film another video after this, but then I'm going to go to Target to get some things. So I don't want to go too crazy with the makeup today, but I do really want to try out this palette. Okay, so I am going to dip my brush into Free Spirit. Oh god. Okay, so I am just running Free Spirit over my entire lid, and I barely have anything on my brush right now, and it already feels like buttery smooth. Surprise, surprise. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that. I'll just speed through these boring parts. Okay, now I will be taking Force of Nature. Oh gosh, these colors. I'm barely even touching the color, and it is showing up on my brush, which is good because a lot of the colors I have right now, you just have to dig and dig and dig into the color to get any payoff. So this is looking good. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Tarte is one of the brands that does not test on animals. So that is another reason why I'm loving these Tarte palettes. They just reassure me that I can have fun with makeup without doing any harm to living creatures. Hashtag vegetarian life. Now I'm going to be using the color Caregiver, which, just eyeing this palette, this looks like my favorite color of the palette. This is like a light baby pink shade, and I'm just going to take this all over my lid. Yes, I love this. Just from the get-go, really don't like that word anymore. If you know me, you know why I don't like that word anymore. So this color Caregiver, it is just such a nice, like, rosy pink shade, and I love it. It is just beautiful. I think, like I said, it's really flattering for my skin tone. So last but not least, I'm going to take a little bit of this light neutral color called Supermom. I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do for eyeshadow today. I'm really satisfied with my whole first impression of the Tarte Tartelette palette, if I could say it right. If you guys have noticed, I'm not really using much face products because I just feel like face products are uncomfortable in the summer when I'm just sweating anyways. It's just going to get all nasty. So I'm just going to put like a little bit of concealer right here. This is the area where I tend to get blemishes and redness, so I just like to put a little bit there. I did not wet my Real Technique sponge, and usually when I'm only using a little bit of concealer, I don't like to anyway, because if I'm only using a little bit of concealer, the Real Technique sponge just kind of blends it away. So I'm just going to be using my clean finger right now. I'm just going to dab this into the skin. My skin, not the skin. That's about all I'm going to be doing for skin today. Okay, so that about covers it. All that's left to do is mascara, and you guys all know how this goes. I'm going to start mascara by using Smashbox X-Rated mascara. I got the sample size of this in Birchbox. But let's get real. I mean, mascaras are all kind of, like, no matter how much money you spend on a mascara, I feel like they all achieve the same thing. Like, you can just get a $5 to $10 mascara from the drugstore and that will work. I'm just going to do my bottom lashes using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara. I feel like this one really gets my bottom lashes well. It's just kind of the perfect size for my bottom lashes. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I just went in and did my mascara. I used the Smashbox X-Rated mascara and then the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara for my bottom lashes. I am really impressed with the Tartelette palette. Shocking, I know. But yeah, so this is just how it turned out. I think it looks pretty good. I am loving this rosy pink toned eyeshadow look. I hope you guys liked this Get Ready With Me. If you guys have any suggestions for future beauty related videos, I am not a makeup artist, as you know, so I am not someone who does a lot of tutorials, but I do like to talk about beauty and makeup related things. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel to be notified every time I put up something new. I upload new videos every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, or so I am trying to do. So be on the lookout for those, and until my next video, I will see you guys soon. Bye guys. I won't be repurchasing this. Repurchasing this. I won't be repurchasing. I can't talk! My gosh. I upload.